people in control, and there's people that you listen to. Ethan, today is a day that you're gonna have a chance to forget it. Don't change anything, and I hope I don't have to execute Syph.
Critics called Carry On flawless, but missed the clue that ruins everything. Hit play before Hollywood deletes this video. At the beginning of the film, we are introduced to a man named Marco, who arrives to meet a Russian gangster. Upon arrival, Marco hands over a bag full of money and demands his stuff. In response, the gangster gives him car keys and informs him that his package is in the trunk. Marco takes the keys, leaves, and before departing, sets the entire warehouse on fire. In the car trunk, he finds a suitcase, and as he picks it up, the scene cuts away. The focus then shifts to the movie's main character, Ethan, who is with his wife. He has just learned that his wife is pregnant, and the news fills him with joy. It's Christmas, and since both of them work at the airport, they leave for their shift together. Anticipating a busy day due to holiday travel, Ethan, who works in airport security, is briefed on managing the crowd. Later, Ethan asks his boss for a promotion, hoping to move from boarding checks to scanning luggage. Although initially reluctant due to the hectic day, Ethan's friend Jason persuades the boss, and Ethan gets the job. The scene then transitions to an army station outside the airport, led by a man named Riley, who has kidnapped someone. Within minutes, Riley hacks the airport security cameras and sends his men to kidnap Jason's family, intending to blackmail him. However, they mistakenly target Ethan, unaware of the switch in duties. Upon realizing the error, they quickly gather Ethan's personal information and discover that his pregnant wife could be used as leverage to empty the airport. Ethan receives unexpected luggage, which he denies is his. Soon, he receives a message instructing him to put on earphones. A voice informs him that if he values his and his wife's lives, he must cooperate. Ethan is ordered to let a man wearing a red cap pass through the scanner without drawing attention. When Ethan tries to call the police discreetly, the attackers, who have eyes on him through hacked cameras, threaten his wife's life and force him to comply. The mysterious man denies being a terrorist and insists he's just completing a job. Ethan, scared and under pressure, realizes the seriousness of the threat. When Ethan tries to outsmart them by sending a silent message via his smartwatch, Riley catches on and orders him to store the device away. Meanwhile, police officer Elena investigates the earlier warehouse fire and finds a recording chip in a watch, which leads to critical forensic evidence. Back at the airport, Ethan cleverly passes a message written in invisible ink to a policeman, but Riley notices through CCTV surveillance. In retaliation, Marco injects the officer with a deadly substance, killing him instantly and causing chaos. Amid the confusion, Marco confronts Ethan and warns him not to make any further mistakes or risk his wife's life. With airport security tightened due to the incident, Jason returns to Ethan's scanning post, but Marco pressures Ethan to regain his position. Ethan spikes Jason's coffee with alcohol to get him dismissed, reclaiming his spot. As the plan progresses, Ethan scans a bag carrying a dangerous weapon. Realizing the potential devastation, Ethan becomes physically ill from stress. Marco finds him and threatens him again, emphasizing the stakes. Either let the weapon onto the plane and risk 2,000 lives, or stop it and risk a blast at the airport, endangering 60,000 people. Meanwhile, Elena continues her investigation, discovering that Ethan had attempted to contact the police. The story intensifies as Ethan is forced to make an impossible choice while racing against time to prevent a catastrophic attack. The police received a distress call, but Ethan didn't say anything. Shortly after, a police officer mysteriously died at the scene, signaling that something was seriously wrong. While Elena was still en route to the airport, she sent another police force ahead to secure the area and shut down all checking lines. With the security tightened, Ethan's boss gathered everyone for an inspection, and all suspects began to be checked thoroughly. Thinking quickly, Ethan discreetly used his boss's scanner to flag Marco's associate. After inspecting his bag, The police detained the man for questioning. When Marco noticed his associate being taken away, he confronted Ethan. Ethan, however, distanced himself from Marco, saying, "I'm sorry, I can't support you anymore," and rushed off to find his wife. But Ethan's relief turned to fear when he noticed a laser aimed at his wife's head, signaling a gunman nearby. Realizing any wrong move could cost her life, he quietly retreated into a bathroom. Marco followed him there and attacked him, but Ethan fought back with an electric gun. Marco, frustrated by Ethan's resistance, activated a bomb hidden in the confiscated bag, threatening to kill 60,000 people instead of the initially planned 2,000. Ethan tried to stop the disaster, but Marco forced him into a trap, demanding that Ethan retrieve the suitcase from the security room. There, Ethan witnessed his boss being killed by another man, who revealed that his brother had been kidnapped by Marco's men, forcing him to cooperate. Determined, Ethan contacted Marco for instructions on defusing the bomb. He succeeded, but the bomb detonated just before the timer expired. Meanwhile, Elena was racing to the airport with a federal agent. She received a call revealing the agent beside her was an imposter. Confronting him, a struggle ensued, leading to a car crash. Injured but determined, Elena managed to overpower and shoot the imposter, continuing her mission. Back at the airport, Ethan, under Marco's orders, moved the suitcase to the cargo hold. A deadly confrontation followed as Marco instructed his associate to kill Ethan. Ethan, however, noticed the threat through a mirror and defended himself. In the ensuing fight, the attacker was accidentally killed by a stray bullet. Ethan tried calling his wife, but she didn't answer as her phone was locked away. As Elena arrived at the airport and seized control, Marco found Ethan in the cargo area and shot him in the leg. Ethan, limping but defiant, handed over the suitcase to Marco, only for Elena to arrive moments later. Ethan warned her about the danger to his wife and ran off to save her in the parking lot. Nora was targeted by Riley, who had discovered Ethan had exposed the truth. Just as Riley was about to shoot, the man whose brother was previously blackmailed by Marco shot Riley dead. Ethan then informed him of his brother's sacrifice, leaving him devastated. With Marco boarding the plane, Ethan cleverly placed a tracking sticker on the suitcase. As the plane took off, Ethan boarded and found the bomb in the cargo hold. Marco, realizing Ethan's interference, confronted him and shot him again. However, Ethan outsmarted him by hiding the dangerous chemical, luring Marco into a freezer and detonating the chemical inside. The explosion dried Marco's blood instantly, killing him. The plane safely returned to the airport, and Ethan was temporarily detained until Elena cleared his name. Reunited with his wife, Ethan found peace knowing that 60,000 lives had been saved. It was later revealed that Marco's true motive was to assassinate a Russian officer. With the mission complete, everyone celebrated Christmas peacefully, marking the end of a harrowing ordeal. Was Carry On right, or just a monster? Debate below. And if you want more ruthless breakdowns, subscribe. We're just getting started. Thanks for watching.